To solve a polynomial with degree higher than 2, we're going to set it equal to 0 and factor. Let's recall that a degree 1 polynomial is linear, and we already have strategies for solving linear equations. A degree 2 polynomial is a quadratic, and we have several methods for solving quadratic equations. So we're focusing in this video on polynomials with degree higher than 2. And again, our strategy is going to be to set it equal to 0 and factor. Two important characteristics of a polynomial equation is that they will have the same number of solutions as the degree of the polynomial. So in this case, since the degree of the polynomial is 3, we're expecting to find 3 solutions to the equation. Another characteristic is that polynomials do not generate extraneous solutions. So we'll have 3 solutions to the equation, and all of them should work. In this example, we can see that all 3 of our terms have a common factor. They all contain the factor of x, and so we'll begin by pulling out or factoring out that common x. So factor the x out of the first term, and we're left with x squared. Factoring the x out of the second term, and we're left with just x. And then if we factor the x out of the third term, we're left with minus 20, and we're still set equal to 0. Now this quadratic does factor further. So we'll factor that remaining quadratic, but when we do that, we hold on to the x that's on the outside, and then that quadratic factor is going to factor into 2 binomials. Because the leading coefficient is positive 1 here, the first term in each of these binomials is going to be x. Since this sign is a negative here, we know that the signs inside the binomials are going to be different. Now we're looking for 2 factors of 20 that will subtract to 1, which is the center term. And so those factors are going to be 4 and 5, and we want the 5 to be positive and the 4 to be negative so that we get a positive 1 out of that subtraction. So now this is completely factored, and we'll set each factor equal to 0. X is the first factor, that gets set to 0. X plus 5 is the second factor, also getting set to 0. And x minus 4 is the third factor, so we'll set that equal to 0 as well. Solving each of these individually, we see x is equal to 0 has already been solved for x. Here we'll need only to subtract 5 from both sides in order to solve for x, so we get x is equal to negative 5. And then in this third equation, we simply add 4 to both sides to completely solve for x to get x is equal to 4. So we have 3 solutions to this third degree polynomial. And all of these solutions should work because polynomial equations do not generate extraneous solutions. And now we'll verify these answers on our calculator. Let's start by plugging 4 into x. So we'll say 4 store x and then hit enter. Then we'll type in our original equation, x raised to the third power plus x squared minus 20x. And then we hit enter to see that yes, x is equal to 4 works. We can then plug negative 5, store x, enter, and then test negative 5 in the equation by arrowing up 2, 3, 4 times to highlight the original equation. Then we hit enter, which causes it to copy paste into the working field. And then if we hit enter again, we will cycle negative 5 through this equation. So enter again gives us the outcome that negative 5 does generate 0 as an output. So negative 5 works. And then if we do the same thing, 0 store x, enter. Then when we arrow up a couple of times, we're highlighting this third degree polynomial again. We hit enter to bring it down into our working field, and then enter again in order to evaluate this polynomial with the new stored value of x. So x is equal to 0 also works, and all of our solutions worked, which is what we were expecting.